So, as you may have gathered from my previous videos, I purchased the Eufy home security system, a bunch of their security cameras, and more recently their solar panels to power the said security cameras. And you can check those videos out up here somewhere. And in those videos, I made it clear that I liked those products. In fact, I said I loved those products. They were affordable, quick and easy to install, and overall extremely easy to use, and did not require me to purchase an ongoing subscription. Where am I going with this? Well, you can imagine my utter surprise and glee when Anker, company behind Eufy, reached out to me, that's right, little old me, and said that they liked my videos and offered to send me some products to unbox for free. Seeing as I've banged on about how much I've liked their products and I use them literally on the daily, I had zero hesitation in saying, yes, yes please, yes, yep, no, yeah, absolutely, yes, send them over. Not a problem, love to, would love to, send them over, thanks very much. Right, let's get this straight. This video is not sponsored, and although Anker kindly sent me this product, they did not ask for anything in return, so I can say whatever I like, which I would anyway. All jokes aside, I don't have a big channel, so literally, a big thumbs up to Anker for reaching out to and supporting small creators such as myself, even if I did originally ignore the email you sent thinking it was spam. So, what have they sent me? This is the Eufy Solo IndoorCam P24. Good name. As the name suggests, this is an indoor camera and it has a built-in human and pet AI detection, a 2K image resolution, two-way audio, smart integration, and it moves a full 360 degrees. That's right. This will follow the action in the room when motion is detected. Can you tell I'm a little bit excited? Let's start by getting inside the box and seeing what we get. Camera itself, which isn't massive, isn't tiny, it's a good size. It's not particularly heavy at all. Micro USB and setup at the back and two speakers at the side. In the box, screws, a plate so that you can mount it on the wall, and that plate will sit in the bottom attachment there and allow you to clip it in. Micro USB cable and a UK power plug and the normal gubbins that you'd expect. If you're interested, there'll be a link in the description below that the guys from Anker have sent me, so go check that out if you fancy one. So even though I didn't purchase this myself, I had considered purchasing this exact camera for my hallway. I wanted to mount it on the ceiling. But seeing as my DIY skills are minimal and there is no power socket in the vicinity, I'm going to find a new home for it. As with all the other Eufy products I own and have experience with, this is Alexa and Google compatible, but this is also Apple HomeKit compatible. As I mentioned before, it has AI, artificial intelligence, for human detection, and it allows you to configure zones for that detection. And like all the others, it sends instant mobile alerts to the app on your phone, etc. But where is this camera different from the rest? Well, this is a standalone unit, so it's currently not compatible with their home base, although I'm told by the wonderful people at Eufy they are working on this at this very moment. So what does the current lack of home base compatibility mean? Well, in short term, whilst you can still add the camera to the Eufy security app on your phone and manage it from there with all of your other devices, the recordings for this particular camera are stored locally on a micro SD card, which is not supplied, so you will need to pick one of those up. You can still use and manage all of the recordings in their app, but it does mean you are not limited by the amount of internal storage, so you could literally chuck a huge micro SD card in there if you wanted to and record everything forever. As you might have also guessed, this unit differs because it is not battery powered, which would have been good as where I planned on placing it, as I said, doesn't have a plug available to it. But because this can record 24/7, if you did have a battery, that wouldn't last particularly long at all. So it does come supplied with a UK plug and a micro USB for charging. So enough chit chat, enough of the old. Let's go indoors and set the thing up. Come on. Hi, I literally have no clue why I've come into the house to do this setup when I could have very easily just done it in the studio. I quite like this set because of the depth in the background, but do you like it? Comments down below. Thanks. So the setup of this device, let's hope Eufy live up to my expectations. As I mentioned, you will need one of these, a micro SD card. That fits in the camera just like so. Next thing we do, plug it in, and it plugs in at the back like so, and we have a blue light telling us we're ready to go. What we need to do is jump straight in to the Eufy app, and as if by magic, into the Eufy security app. I'm going to scroll to the bottom, add my device, and I'm looking for this, which is the IndoorCam. Plug the device in, which I've done. Wait for the LED to turn blue, which it is. Manually input or scan the QR code. This QR code can be found on the bottom. Enter setup mode. Hold the setup button on the back for 2 seconds. There's the beeps. I've heard a beep. Connecting to the camera. There you go, that was quick. Now it wants my wireless information, which I'm going to give it. Confirm.
Connecting to the Wi-Fi network. Please wait. Setup was successful.
About 15 seconds. Camera was successfully added. I tell it where it's going to live. Format the micro SD card. So before you format it, make sure there's nothing on the card you want. And where's it going to be placed? On a table. It gives you some mounting information. Next, congratulations, it's set up, finished. So there you go. Literally, that took 40 seconds. So Eufy, you've lived up to my expectations. Thank you, because you sent me this for free and I didn't want to have to moan, but I would if I needed to. So now if we scroll somewhere up to the top, there we have our entryway camera. Oh, hello, look, it's me. So in the camera we have the options for record, screenshot, speak. Hello, how are you? And then we have the look around option, which does what it says on the tin. It looks around, it does a full 360 to see where it goes. And what I've just noticed is when it gets round to the far side, it stops and goes back. So it doesn't fully 360 rotate on itself, if that makes sense. It'll go round to the 360 point and then back again. We have manual controls here. If I go right, and the up and down axis will give you a 96-degree field of view. Let's have a look at the settings now we get in this camera. We get our camera on, LED status, auto vision, night vision, pan and tilt, motion detection, continuous recording. So because this is a 24/7 camera, you can enable continuous recording, and you can see there on the screen some of the options that capacity will give you in terms of storage. What else do we have in here? Video quality. So it is a 2K camera, but I can manually drop that down to 1080p HD if I wanted to save on storage. Yeah, pretty much all the settings that you get with all the other Eufy cameras. But as I said earlier, this is not home-based compatible. So although I can fully manage it in the app, see the recordings, change the settings, when I go into the security aspect and I arm all of my cameras, i.e. I tower them away from home, I then have to manually go back and manually go into this camera and tell it that's away. So there's not one button to press to arm this because it's not linked to the home base. That, like I said, is an annoyance, but as I also said, lots of I saids, Eufy are working on that and hopefully it will be home base compatible soon. So let's do a quick recording of the 2K and see what it looks like. Record. It's recording. I mean, 2K, that's amazing quality. Who really needs 2K? That's pretty damn good. I like it.
I like it a lot.
And I quite like that it can still be managed via the app, even though it isn't home-based compatible. So I think I'm now going to decide where to place this little camera in my home. So if you guys like this video, don't forget, like, subscribe and all that jazz, but more importantly, hit the bell to get notified of when I upload new videos, because next I'm going to be looking at the Eufy Floodlight 2C, which is basically a security camera with a built-in floodlight to it, and I'm really excited to get my hands on that. Thank you again to Eufy Anker for sending me these products to play with, and more importantly, to keep. Let me know any comments, questions or feedback in the comments box below, and until next time, I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching, and goodbye, internet.
Throw this shade on me, like they all hate on me. Don't bring that rage on me. Why they throwing shade on me, like they ashamed?